Time is 7 p.m. This is a regular scheduled meeting. Steve, can you please take the roll?
Mayor Galise.
Here.
Mr. Gasparini.
Here.
Councilman LaForgia.
Here.
Mr. Spila. Mr. Perrano.
Here.
Mr. Palafonte. Mr. Dutcher.
Here.
Mr. Castelli. Here. Mr. Latimer.
Here.
Chairman Cafone.
Here. Can everyone stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Adequate notice of the time and date of this meeting was posted in the lobby of the municipal building and delivered to the Star Ledger and the Progress newspaper. First order of business today will be approval of minutes from May 5th. It was a special meeting. We have a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Mayor.
Mayor Galise.
Aye.
Mr. Gasparini.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Mr. Perrano. Mr. Dutcher. Mr. Castelli. Mr. Latimer. Chairman Cafone.
Aye. Our next order of business will be memorialization of resolution, application 2-2025, toll NJ1 LLC, 100 West Greenbrook Road, North Caldwell, New Jersey, 07006, block 2101, lot 8.03. This is a preliminary and final major site plan, major subdivision.
Mr. Chairman, before we vote or take any comments on it, I had a conversation with the applicant. She reviewed the resolution. It was a 74-page resolution. There was one change. She agreed to all our changes, the amendments, the review by our engineer, his suggested comments with regard to the conditions/exceptions. In the resolution that will require the applicant to do things that it would not have otherwise done without the input from the board, with the intent to protect the residents with regard to specifically drainage, the infrastructure, and traffic and improvements to that area on and off site that would also protect, hopefully, drainage as well as traffic. That change is on item 85, and I'm just going to read the change. The change is the applicant, subject to the approval and prior to the commencement of any site work starting or building permits being issued, must provide either proof of ownership of the property or provide an executed hold harmless indemnification agreement to Fairfield Township that will hold Fairfield Township, Fairfield Planning Board, all municipal subboards, departments, employees and members of the planning board and municipal government from any and all costs, claims, attorney's fees, or causes of action associated with or arising from the case that is entitled Keith Frankel and Dennis Klein versus Alan Karp, Greenwood Realty Associates LLC, docket number ESX-L 2424-26, challenging the ownership of the property and attempting to invalidate the contract of sale to Greenwood Realty Associate, who has assigned its interest in and to the property to Toll 1, Roman numeral 1, LLC, the applicant, to the Fairfield Township engineer.
Just Kate Coffey for the applicant, and that language is acceptable to us. Thank you.
And that hold harmless agreement will be worked on by both the applicant's attorney and myself, and will become a part of this resolution and to the benefit of the Fairfield Township in case there is any litigation with regard to the question of ownership and/or anything that comes out of that case that is actively pending in Essex County Superior Court.
Everyone understands?
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any other comments before we take the vote from the board?
You can make the motion.
Seeing none, can we have a motion to approve this resolution?
I'll make a motion to approve the revised resolution
As amended.
as amended.
Second.
Mayor Galise.
Aye.
Mr. Gasparini.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Mr. Moreno. Mr. Dutcher.
Aye.
Mr. Castelli. Mr. Latimer.
Aye.
Chairman Cafone.
Aye. Motion passes. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Appreciate
you're
it.
welcome. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, under approved, we're gonna do approved bills, and then we're gonna go to the public. So we'll do our approved bills first. We want to approve the bills for Peacher Engineering and his invoices as stated, King, Munch, and Collins, and their invoices as stating, and Burgess Associates and his invoice.
So moved.
Second.
Mayor Galise.
Aye.
Mr. Gasparini.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Mr. Moreno. Mr. Dutcher.
Aye.
Mr. Castelli. Mr. Latimer.
Aye.
Chairman Cafone.
Aye. At this time, would anybody from the public like to be heard? Please state your name and address for the record.
Gary Rizzo, 11 Schindler
Can I just
Way.
make that green light is on, please?
Gary Rizzo, 11 Schindler Way. So at the last meeting, we were told the 83 conditions would be made public. Can I ask what the status of that is?
Yes, so the vote was taken tonight. They're going to add number 85, which we
Amend it.
amend in number 85. And then I will have to sign it, and I believe the other, one signature by Mr. Berry. And then it's a public document, and you're entitled to have it,
And when would that be available?
probably Thursday.
Okay.
Well, wait.
Now, one of the reasons I'm asking,
Check with Peter first, because they got to amend it.
Yeah, that'll be, this will be amended tomorrow, so I will work on that amendment. I read it into the record. It'll not take long, it'll probably be done, tomorrow. I have a municipal court session tomorrow, but I'll do it after, so I'll have it to, the planning board, by probably 4 o'clock.
and is there a place we could pick a copy of that up?
Once it's done, it's signed, it'll be in our office.
I mean, it is a 74-page document. It's very thorough. There's 85 conditions that were agreed to, that this board, through the hearing, thought that it was important to have those in there to protect, the homeowners, the drainage, and the site, to make it a better, project and development.
Okay, so what office do,
Yeah, it would be engineering.
engineering?
Yeah, and
Okay. And one of the
Steve, excuse
reasons-
me, is that a document they just pick up or they Oprah request?
I don't, for land development, I don't think it requires an Oprah.
Well,
Does that
it does.
sound,
I think the easiest thing would be to put it electronically,
yeah.
because again, it's 74 pages. This is the size of it. This is a copy. I don't think you want to be paying for the paper. So electronically, maybe
But it does have to be Oprah, correct?
it should be open, or you can come in and look at it.
So,
not sure what
so-
that means.
so Gary,
so
what you should do is you should call the engineering office, tell them you want a copy of it. You'll fill out an Oprah request, and then we'll send it.
Okay,
And you'll get it in a digital form through your email,
okay,
if you have email.
And that way it costs you nothing.
okay. Okay, so we'll call the engineering office like Thursday morning or something, find out about it. And one of the reasons we need that is, I don't know if you were aware, but some of the residents of Sterling Green received a certified letter from Trident Environmental with very specific things in it. I think they're DEP related. And we have 15 days to respond to the letter. We have some concerns based on what's in this letter and what they want to do. And that's one of the reasons why we want to see the 83 conditions, because possibly some of those conditions are going to satisfy our concerns of what's in this letter for Trident. But what we don't understand is why only a small population of Sterling Green received this certified letter. And we're trying to find that out because we only have 15 days to respond, and we don't think it's fair to residents who didn't receive the letter. So is anybody
Well,
aware?
could it be because they weren't within 200?
Oh, I'm not within, nowhere near 200 feet, and I got the letter, and there's people in Sterling Green, at least 200, if not 200, that never received the letter. There was no notice left on their door. I had a notice, I went and picked it up and signed for it at
Right.
the post office. But I would say the majority of the people never received a letter.
Right. I'm not familiar with it. Is anybody,
Did you try calling the environmental company and seeing why some people got it and some
No,
people
because we
didn't?
wanted to wait for this meeting first to see if anybody, knew about it, so no, no one's made
Yeah,
any calls.
I'm not sure, maybe the letter explained, and I don't know if the attorney knows, but I know there's notice requirements when you're applying to DEP for a permit, and I'm just speculating, I don't know who Trident is, but perhaps it was in conjunction with that.
I mean, this thing's about
I-
wetlands in here, modifying wetland maps and stuff like that. I
Out
mean,
of Tom's River?
Huh?
Out of Tom's River?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're a full-service consulting and remediation company that offers client-based environmental solutions.
Do you think,
Can we submit a copy? We could submit a copy to you. Sure.
I think it's
Gary, I got a copy.
I mean, it could be a
Could be a
a res-
solicitation
It
for
could be a
something.
resident who had a bad oil tank and they're doing cleanup. I don't know.
so to the best of your knowledge, Sterling Green didn't order this?
No.
Or,
or
okay.
hired this company for
Yeah,
anything?
no one Sterling Green ordered that. That's why we were very surprised when the certified letter showed up. And more surprised that those within 200 feet
Right.
didn't receive it. Some did, but some didn't.
Could this be relative to a completely different project? Boom. Right, the 200 feet, you're thinking Greenbrook, it could be 200 feet from the opposite side of the property. Is there any commonality on the people that received it?
Pause. I got it. So basically, there's a series of maps in the back of this. So they've applied for what's called a letter of interpretation. So they've delineated wetlands. They're trying to establish that the wetlands are accurate. They're trying to establish a transition area associated with those wetlands. And the property, the main property is the office complex, okay? So it's the property at 100 Passaic Avenue that abuts Sterling Green, kind of to the, behind Stewart's house.
Is that the bank,
No, the office building.
That office building?
Yeah.
Next to it.
Yes.
But Mike, it says, it mentions Toll Brothers. On the first
Yeah,
paragraph.
someplace it said Toll Brothers.
Maybe it has something to do with the access off of that road that goes through 100 Passaic Avenue. That maybe there's some wetlands there and they're trying to get a buffer to be able to cut the road.
It's possible that,
Yes.
yeah, it's possible that that is the case. It does say Toll Brothers, it is for the application. And understand that whenever, okay, I'm gonna take 2 steps back. When the application for the Toll Brothers development was submitted, they had originally submitted to DEP for the same thing. They submitted for an LOI to delineate the wetlands. They established the flood hazard area for the water courses, and they got all of that to DEP, and DEP said, we agree. This is where the wetlands is, this is what the transition for those wetlands are, and this is what the flood hazard area is. So along the course of the path of this development, Toll Brothers agreed to widen the bridge on Old Mill Road, work on the bridge, widen the bridge. So now those properties and the office property, because there's a driveway coming through that, have come into play. So they've applied for that same letter of interpretation for the other properties, kind of the surrounding properties that they're going through, and saying, we're asking for the same information from DEP. So
Yes, it's in conjunction with Toll Brothers. Yes, it's in conjunction with this very project. But what they're asking for is for a delineation approval of the wetlands from DEP so that when they submit for their permitting, they have this document in place. They already have it for the main site. They're asking for it for these ancillary properties. That's exactly what this letter is about.
So,
What do they have to do to answer the letter?
so Mike, how
Just
do
for the,
we-
just for the record, your name?
Sure.
Thank you.
Dennis Lockignata, 67 Sterling Green. How do we know this is consistent with the original permits that were already passed?
There are no permits that were already passed. DEP has approved the limit of wetlands on the country club site. This is a letter trying to get the limit of wetlands approved on the office building site, the two houses that are on Old Mill Road and Greenbrook Road, and the access through, I guess, the other properties on Greenbrook Road. So basically, this is saying we're looking to define those wetlands the same way we defined the other wetlands, so that when we go into DEP for our approvals for the overall project, we can do it with all of the sites, all the wetlands on all of the sites already established. This is not anything to do with cleanup. This is not anything to do with environmental contamination. This only deals with wetlands and transition areas and flood hazard areas. So that's what this is about.
So this would not have anything to do with the previous submissions to
No.
DEP?
So
No.
Mike, let me
One
just
doesn't affect the other.
see if I understand.
Correct.
This is a map that's going to identify wetlands
Yes, and flood hazard area.
in areas that weren't identified before. So they
Correct.
need this in addition.
Correct.
Well, because I think the original application didn't have the widening on Old Mill, and the original application
Right.
didn't have an entrance road off of 100% Gable property.
Right.
Exactly.
So once you put them into play, you've got to get that same clearance for the overall project. You got to put these little ancillary pieces into the puzzle so that everybody can have what was approved.
So,
And the reason not everybody got it is because
of
of
course, the
where it is.
post office is not very good.
No,
That's-
no,
No, it's,
I mean,
we
I'm not
we
gonna
talked-
argue that.
No, it's the truth, Mike. We spoke to one of the carriers, and he said he has 100 letters to deliver. And only less than 6 of us got it so far.
Okay,
Again,
so,
Mike, excuse me, Mike, that's not asking for anything to be changed. It's just
No.
what is, this is what is. and Can you
Identification.
give us the
Right.
Yes, it's-
clarification?
it's exactly what was done for the main property. It's here's where we think the wetlands are, DEP. You tell us if you think they're there too.
Okay, thank you.
So we send these letters out all the time. And that's exactly what this is doing. But you would have to live within 200 feet of one of the properties that's in this document. It's not the country club property, it's the properties that we just talked about, the office, the 2 on Old Mill Road. Those are the properties that this is for. So if you're in one of the single-family homes,
You may not get it.
you're not gonna get it. You know, if you're at the
Cul-de-sac.
top of the hill or on the cul-de-sac,
No,
you're
the
not
top of it, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah,
Wow.
I got it. I was the first to get it.
Because the question is, how close are you to that office building?
Nowhere near it.
Probably 1,000 feet, maybe 1,500.
So what they're required to do by law is they're required to list the lots and blocks of the properties. They submit it to the tax assessor's office, and they ask for a certified list. Whatever list the tax assessor gives them, that's who they have to notify. It doesn't matter if you're within 200 feet or not. If you're on the list, you have to be notified. And guess what? If you're not on the list, they're allowed to rely on the list. That's what the law says.
Because they are asking for comments.
Yeah,
They're asking us,
they have to.
yeah.
Yeah, if you have any comments,
So I guess one of the comments that we should make is to make sure that they're taking into consideration the previous surveys that were done.
right, I mean, this does,
I know the map is very difficult to read.
well, look, it's 8.5 by 11 and the property's probably, you
Yeah.
know, 25 acres,
Yeah,
so.
right.
It's easier when you get to the last two, but you don't care about the last two because those are the houses that are on Old Mill Road and they're nowhere near you. But what they do on those two homes, they're also establishing the flood elevations on those sites based upon the Green Brook is running right through those properties. So it does go through the office building to a lesser extent, but, you know, the wetlands that are on the office building property are kind of behind the development, that wooded area between them and the golf course. That's what this is telling me is wet. So, not exactly a huge surprise. And there's more wetlands towards Sterling Green than there is towards Greenbrook Road. So that just means that more area there is protected from your perspective, because, you know, developing in wetlands is difficult and it's getting more difficult every day. So it doesn't hurt you, it might help you a little bit.
Yeah, no, we're gonna respond, but we wanted to wait until we saw what the 83 conditions were, or
I
80
understand.
whatever number of conditions were, before we responded.
Well, it grew to 85 tonight. I
85,
think there was only 84 on my version. But
Yeah.
85
85
tonight.
was added in.
Right,
Right,
85 was added tonight.
Right,
So.
right. Thank you.
And that was to protect the board and the municipality in the event that these people who have been filing regular litigation for 6, 7, I don't know how long now, you know, if they somehow won something, then it protects the town.
And that litigation is still going on?
Yeah.
I believe?
Yeah. It's the court system.
Mike.
They're that much better than the post office.
Hey, Mike, there's probably nothing in those 85 conditions that they would put in comments on there anyway, correct? It's an LOI.
Right.
I mean, obviously, you get the 85 conditions so you know it's there, but I don't think any of that is going to help you answer this. Because it's just an LOI. It's not, there's nothing really of substance.
So the 85 conditions doesn't apply.
To that,
Not-
no.
It's not gonna impact this at all, Gary, because this is basically, as I said, delineating the wetlands. That has nothing to do with the conditions.
I mean, the only thing would have is the condition, the applicant has to comply with all of DEP regulations, which that is one of them.
Yes, it's basically this, one of our conditions says you have to apply with the regulations of DEP. So you have to get this document done.
Anyone else before we close the meeting? Seeing no one, any board member like to say anything in closing?
No.
Seeing no one, we have a motion to close the meeting.
Motion to close.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Good night, thank you.
Happy 4th of July.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy
250th
anniversary.
I remember when I was young, the 200th